Hi everyone, Paul Lange from Discipline Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending March 22nd of 2020. This happened on the 18th, that was a Wednesday. The stock was CIT. It happened late morning. It was a 15-minute major resistance DSS in terms of the major strategy concept. I'll show you that in a minute. The actual entry on a 5-minute DTS breakdown play, management simple. Reward to risk about 3.7 to 1. The trade lasted, said a half day, but it's about three and a half hours, something like that. Coming up this Wednesday will be the next DTS event. This will be a special presentation by me on Wednesday the 25th at 5 o'clock p.m. ET. It will be the best and worst advice. You can read the screen there, and if you are receiving this and you are a DTS member, you will get your invite before the event. If you're seeing this on YouTube or you're not a DTS member, make sure you get over to the DTS homepage and sign up to be a member so you can get your invites to this and all future events. Here's the daily chart of CIT. It's funny and hard to explain. I do not like chasing extended things, and this daily chart has been down for a long time, as you can tell. However, a funny thing happens is at some point the wheels come off, stocks just break, and they just don't stop. And when you have a nice, consistent, tight, what I call power trend like this, it continues to be playable. So the daily chart had my interest, and specifically the hourly chart that day. You can see here that's what the stock is going to open that day in the daily chart. The daily chart was okay for this trade, but the hourly chart's what I really liked, and that's what it did at the end of the day. The hourly chart during that daily power trend down continued to go sideways and down. You can see this here. I'll just continue to do this pattern, and here it was again 2 days sideways right into that area, and it gapped down a little bit this day. Now, for a couple different reasons. Number one, because the stock was down a bit and because it had gapped down a fair amount, I didn't want to chase it right at the open. It turns out I could have. That's the 60-minute chart, just giving you some perspective on the strategy. Here's the 15-minute chart, which shows you the whole trade that day, but doesn't give you a whole lot of detail. The entry, that's where it gapped to that morning, and you can see it gapped down enough. I wasn't quite sure if it was going to rally back, but here's where you get a couple of other important clues. I'll show you when we get to the 5-minute chart. The entry came in there, under 1701, stop over 1725. First target taken on a rapid decline, which is always nice to see when you get short something, and then a couple more targets later in the day. I didn't quite get that drop at the end as it started to bounce back, but that's okay. It was pretty good. Here's the 5-minute chart. And what I wanted to see was with the gap down as far as it did, having gap down to here, what happened was, this is one of my faves on the screen, the market ran higher this day during the opening half hour plus. And this stock refused to go higher. It went down and went sideways while the market was rallying. The market rallied to an area I thought the market was going to roll over. The stock is a basically market type stock. It should have moved with the market. That relative weakness and the timing with the market is what made this, I thought, a really great entry. So normally I don't get in this late, but I felt this one was going to drop a lot, and it did. So entry, you can see on the 5-minute chart. Target 1 was taken moderately quickly. It wasn't a huge first target, but it was, well over the day's goal at the area the first target was at 1656. And then number 2 was taken on that next breakdown. And then target 3, as it turned the corner there, I thought that might be the low for the day, so it trailed out the rest of it shortly after target 2. It ended up dropping some more, but that was perfectly fine with me. So CIT, nice little trade just on weakness, and as you can tell, a lot of stocks look like this in the market lately. Playing the continued tight pattern short is a great way to handle this environment. This trade, like all the other trades done in the DTS Trading Room, come take a trial if you like to. Just go to the DTS website and click on the Services tab, and you will see an area where you can take a trial or sign up for the DTS Trading Room. We like to get our job done early in the morning as much as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to email services or Paul at disciplinetradingstrategies.com. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.